What if I told you the Bible's biggest secret isn't about God, it's about the lie we have been sold? It's time to burn your golden calf. Meet Yahweh, the tribal storm god who hijacked humanity's search for that which is beyond the infinite. 2 verses, just 2, hold the key to unmasking him. But the truth is that it's not the truth, but the void that the text fears. But you can light your way when you know how you can burn your golden calf. These verses were supposed to point us to a nameless, genderless, unknowable, real creator. Instead, they trapped us in a cosmic pyramid, a scheme where people and billions continue to worship a Canaanite warlord with a PR team in religious circles, Islam, Judaism, and Christianity promoting him. Stick around and I'll show you how to burn your golden calf and why the real creator might just be the silence left behind. 2 verses, 2 clues, and a lie so old it's carved into civilization's bones. Meet the divine shapeshifter, a desert deity who rebranded himself as the one true God. But when you dig deeper, the mask and all the camouflage slips off. What if the real creator isn't in the Bible? What if it's like the silence, a single dissonant synth, not hymns? The ancients feared this void, but fear is where freedom begins. We want to look at these 2 passages to consider their profound implications, whereby we will conclude by knowing that the real creator is not God or found in the Bible or any holy book. It's in the burning of everyone's golden calf that opens something known without knowing, without the brain, without the human mind. Ready to touch your theology? Let's begin. Despite severe limitations, one may realize that they fall short of directly pointing to a nameless, unknowable creator. Instead, they end up revealing Yahweh's role as a tribal deity, masquerading as a cosmic authority. And this is found in Acts 17:23, where the exact truism about the real creator, the nameless one, whereby the phrase the real creator is a linguistic tool only, without any definition, and God spoken of there, may imply something that has been washed away in the flood of theology on the nature of deity with blood of somebody who died on the cross. The real creator is unknowable, genderless, not a spirit and not a being. It is written, I am the hidden one, the one who cannot be seen. I am the mysterious one, whose name is not known. So who is it that they see, and who is it whose name they know? Good question. Let's look for the strategies that you can use to burn your golden calf. First, you have to know these 2 verses. We want to deal with Exodus 3 verse 14 now, where it says, I am. That is a tribal branding, not a cosmic truth. It is clear that when you think of anthropomorphic theater, Yahweh's I am is not a metaphysical revelation, but cultic power, a move that comes through declaration, declaring a name, Yahweh, and then this date stakes territorial claim over Israel, mirroring how Baal, the storm god, ruled Canaan, or Marduk, the warrior god, dominated Babylon. Anthropomorphism is the pillar on which the golden calf stands. But this might be the issue of subjectivity versus objective. Let's look at this logical fallacious.com on anthropomorphism, the attribution of human characteristics and purposes to an inanimate objects, animals, plants, or other natural phenomena, or to gods. This becomes a logical fallacy when used within the context of an argument. Let's go now and say how your golden calf is constructed and sustained and maintained is by objectivity or objectives. This is very interesting. Knowing gods and goddesses is an objective exercise. Everyone is likely to figure that out because it's a three-dimensional idol or three-dimensional idea or earthly idea or cosmic idea, a thought that is easy to come by, that easy to know, or rather knowledge that you can find easily. Objective or objectives, these are the materials that your golden calf is built of. And yet, the limits of your thinking and imagination, cognitive capacity becomes your God if your God is objectively perceived. When we speak of objective, it's an adjective that is used to refer to information, observations, or claims that are independent of individual perception, bias, or interpretation, and they are usually grounded in empirical evidence. They are measurable. So you hear people saying that there is only one God, or there are many gods. Like in Psalms 96 verse 5 says, for all the gods of the nations are idols. And even the one who is saying that is an idol because it's the God of Israel. So consensus build-up and standards like scientific methods, mathematical proofs, all these are external verification which are reproducible by third parties. People claim a healing from their specific gods. In human cognition, objective implies a shared reality accessible through tools and frameworks that minimize personal bias, e.g. thermometers, peer review papers. However, even measurements rely on human-designed systems, metric or other standards that are used. So scientists can be objectively assessed. And guess what? Let's find a blow or the final blow that you can use to bend or to smash your golden calf. The real creator is not even subjective. Yes, it can be objectified through subjectivity. No shared reference. There are no idols, no names or scriptures apply. Even the term creator is a metaphor. Cognitive limits. The human brains have no power to understand that which they cannot understand. The language fails. All descriptions that we use, eternal, creator, the real, infinite, are all borrowed terms, borrowed using finite experiences. Subjectivity is the only path, but it leads you to something then that will make you know the real creator and to confront the chasm or the void. It's a personal, non-transferable reckoning which is not limited with your thoughts. It is very, very clear that you have to know these truths. There are certain traps that you have to avoid. Catches that come in. We've already indicated that the term real creator is subjective. Yes, but it is the subjective that leads you through a linguistic trap and out of it. It implies individual ownership. It is better to say the real creator is transjective, beyond subject, object, dualism, entirely or infinity. The linguistic sleight of hand that comes in the Bible, aye, ashe, aye, ishe, is a tautology, not metaphysical depth. It mirrors Baus, who is riding in the clouds, or Ra riding in the clouds. A branding tool, not eternal wisdom. Yahweh's physical form is a face, Exodus 33:20, hidden not due to transcendence, but because in Near Eastern religions, gods were human-shaped. Here's a backside. If you read Exodus 33:23, a literal posterior, like Magic's radiance or El's beards in Ugaritic myths. He can walk. He was walking in the garden when it was hot, just like the Sumerian gods did. Now, when you look at Acts 17:23, we now want to consider it because it is one which shows that the Greeks were very, very, very close to this truth of knowing the unknowable real creator. Because the Greeks came to Africa as students to discover what Africans already knew. specifically spirituality and magic, as well as medicine and mathematics. And then there was a spout of lies, Paul, who came and exploited the ambiguity of language. So he says in Acts 17:23, "For as I passed along and observed the objects of your worship, I found also an altar with this inscription, to the unknown God. What therefore you worship as unknown, this I proclaim to you." That's a thorough lie. Because this unknown deity, Paul hijacks and then smuggles in Yahweh, a textbook case of religious appropriation. Same as in the Gnostic parallels, where we see yelled about the ignorant demiurge. In Gnostic myth, Paul's God claimed supremacy while being just another name in a long list. Hypocrisy. Paul condemns idolatry, yet replaces one idol with another, a named and knowable God, stripping the unknown of its true power. The implication of this is that theology is a power play. The unknown creator, now called here the unknown God, is neutered into a missionary tool, reinforcing dogma rather than embracing the abyss of uncertainty. This is the truth, and this is the only verse in the whole Bible that comes close to the truth of unknowable real creator. Let's say, if Yahweh is the real creator, why does he lose battles? If you read Judges 1 verse 19, foiled by iron chariots, failed. He needs rest. He was tired after creating. Genesis 2 verse 2 to 3. And he is a jealous God. If you read 2 Kings 2, 23, 34, you find that he is full of malicious activity through his prophets. If Yahweh is the real God, why does he fail? Because he is not the creator. He is a Canaanite warlord, a deity promoted beyond his pay grade. In conclusion, therefore, this is how you must burn the golden calf and keep the fire of your divine spark burning. Yahweh is a stitched together myth. That's a fact. Know that. A fusion of Canaanite scraps, Babylonian trauma, and priestly propaganda. Calling this the nameless creator, or implying that by God you are implying the unknowable creator who is beyond the chasm, it's a lie. It is your mental golden calf that must be burned, because Yahweh is a Canaanite deity. Yahweh in a winged throne chariot holding a bed. This is a coin found in Gaza, 4th century BCE. To win, you have to dethrone Yahweh. You have to know he's just a common deity, but empowered by people's thoughts and people's prayers. He's not even a primordial deity. Remove an idea, any idea that you know the real creator. He is unknowable. This forces you and me to confront the abyss, the exhilarating, exciting silence beyond all gods. No names, no demands, no backside, no glimpses, no face, but a desert cave, just the void staring back. The unknown creator left a message through the primordial gods, where it is said, "I am the unknown one who emerges from the depths, nameless before the beginning of names, formless before form was conceived. My essence is potential, not substance." This is found in the oldest religious book, religious text, the Pyramid Text 477. Well, we have explored a lot of subjects. If you want to explore more of such subjects and derive benefit tips in this life and the one to come, do not hesitate. Enroll today into Bantu Foundations University. Visit our website .marifado.com. You can email us on lmdwizulu@marifado.org or join at marifado.com. Your manager Toby Christian Rabbi LMDWizulu says, yes, do not be exploited. Come out of this Babylon of Yahweh, Allah, Jesus, Brahma. Amen. Amen. Amen.